Hello, welcome back everybody to a Xbox stream. Welcome back to, I guess, hopefully gonna be episode 6. Episode 6 of Firewatch. I still wish they kind of made a part 2 or like, I don't know, I could remake the game with a different thing that happens and stuff. I like the game, it was kind of short. And like, I guess I could go through it again and, see what happened with what they say with other options and stuff like that. Would be kind of nice. But like, there's no achievements for that, and I kind of wish there was more achievements to make myself to go through it even more. To go through it to see what the other, dialogue options and stuff. Because everything I mostly picked was the ones I was able to pick quick enough was ones I would do my personally myself in that type of situation. But now it's like I kind of go back to it and see what the ones I probably would not have choose or could have choose if I knew that thing was gonna go so fast. Because some of them don't give you myself a lot of time to choose answers and stuff to say something back. Because you want to hear what she had to say before saying something. To see what everything she had to say and stuff. So it's February the 17th. It is 3:13 in the afternoon. Had a hard time falling asleep last night or this morning again like I did yesterday. So it took me quite a while to fall asleep, so that's why I'm waking up so late, and that's why I'm streaming so late because of that. I am kind of confused. What if I load my game where I last saved? Extraction? Okay, extraction. Oh, I wonder why that's why they have only 4 save files to like. Okay, I guess there's a lot of options of like 3 options, I guess. But I don't know. So what there's left now is the audio tour. Play the game with commentary. Oh, so I'm playing through the whole game. Oh, so wondering maybe if I do this, maybe that might tell me about where the tape is at. Because I'm actually going to get it, somewhere in like maybe anywhere between day 1 to day 3 maybe. And then free roam something, the world at your own pace. I don't know I don't know, let's just see what this is. Do you want to save? Okay, so it's the whole full game, I guess. I wonder if they're gonna skip the dialogue part. I don't know, it depends where I guess I could try to leave that there and maybe use it as like, if I could find the tape still, maybe leave it alone. Maybe because I imagine like maybe the tape is in one of the boxes, but I thought I checked all the boxes though, and I don't remember seeing no tape. But at the same time, maybe not having a radio affects the thing of having the tape to show up or not. 1975. So even does this still. Okay, so she's in her late 20s. But what is he? Well, if he was like 30 something at the end of the game, that must mean he must be like, I don't know, 19? Well, I guess he must be at least 21, I guess. At least 21, I guess. So I did this one last time, that's what I would have done. So let's go with this one and see. You slowed your words major and it smells like something. You give an awkward smile. Something she says, and I am a professional. Wait, she's like in her late 20s and she's a professor. Cool, you reply. What's your? She asks. She sniffs the air. Something. Toxic? Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay, so no matter which one you say, you're still gonna, okay. 1 week later, you are someone's boyfriend. Was it Julie? Oh yeah, I think her name was Julie. Julie's boyfriend. How do I do this? I picked commentary mode, but I guess there's no commentary mode in this one. I imagine maybe when we would get into the outside the elevator, maybe there might be like a circle thing. Oh, I don't recognize that. That's different. Audio tour, tape player. Oh, look at that. They give you like multiple of them. That's kind of cool. I like that. So it's a bit different than. Also, if I could actually look up to see if this was the same people that made Gone Home, I was gonna look that up, but then I forgot to do so. So it looks like they're completely obvious where they are at. Okay, there's nothing up here. Okay, just gotta make sure. I gotta make sure, you know, the first one's seeing them, so I don't know if they're gonna put every single one in a completely, you know, obvious place. Because I'm hoping they will at least talk about the CD thing or something, maybe.
Hello there, welcome to the Firewatch audio tour. My name is Rich Summer. I voiced the character of Henry, the guy that you're currently controlling with those buttons there. And I'll be chatting with you in a little bit. Thanks for checking it out.
Again, this would have been amazing if this was... if doing this was for achievement, that would have been pretty cool. Because I would know immediately when it happens if I hear any, like, oh, maybe there's not multiple, maybe you just pick up this certain one, and then when you walk around in the game, it would get cues in the game to play the next dialogue, probably. That's my guess. Because in Gone Home, they had a bunch of like circles spinning around yellow, and then when you click on them to play the audio, they turn gray for you to know if you have done them or not. And they come with an order and stuff. It's still the same, okay, there's no reason to read that. I believe that is also the same. Yeah, that's the same, okay, let's go to the next one. Julie wants to get a dog. So this part does change quite a bit as I looked at last time. So the first time we went this one, of course, so let's go with this one. You pick up the something and she names him Bucket. Bucket is a good dog, and a week later you're totally forgotten about the other one. Julie loves him. You love him too. Wait, so Bucket is a good dog, and a week later you're totally forgot about the other one. So I guess the other dog? So I guess that's maybe a smaller dog is my guess. like maybe a fluffier dog. You dog out on the deck. It's summer. No, I think it's the same. What do you think about kids? She asked. So what was it? That was 1979. So like 9 years, I guess, gone past. Maybe 9 years might have gone past. I think it's in 1979. That when she would have been in her. She would have been in her 30s, I think. I think yes, I believe I did one day why Russ last time. So let's see. Kids, they are not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. So I think that's she's saying that because in the game at one point she says little idiot. So I don't like that's kind of weird. Why would the girlfriend say that? So it's kind of strange. That would be pretty good with this one, because no matter what, they still had one anyway, so later on, I guess. They don't really mention it, at least at one point they do, but never again, so it's kind of strange. In that case, we should probably get married. Okay, so they actually this one talk about marriage. This time, last time, they're like, okay, they didn't talk about even hinting of marriage until in the game they actually said, yes, I'm married, type of thing. Yes, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed. What, screwed up enough? What the hell? It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched, I guess married. You said she's I don't know, that word of happiness, I guess, is my word, I guess. Oh, there's another one. Oh, just a tape. Oh, I see, you just pick up tapes. Something fireworks, something, and check something. Oh, so this is actually the real one. What's this? Oh, I don't remember this. Oh, it's early intro something and storyboards. Oh, so they wasn't have a small part of you actually driving. More driving parts. That'd been kind of nice, but I guess they cut them out. And I guess that's a almost more cartoony look to it almost. That's kind of cool. The intro, something set up in Firewatch. This is kind of cool. You are here, so I'm here, I guess. And this is the whole game. I wonder if those red, I guess the red things are the choices, probably, of the dialogue words. So there's quite a bit of red dialogue to slightly change how the game would have played, maybe. And I'm also here now too. So I'm there, and I'm here for, I guess, dialogue changes, I guess. Or when those words, that's why for the words, and for the video, I'm here probably. Okay. So I need to, I guess I don't need to, I'm always confused how the bag is not there. I would pick up this hat still. I wonder if I should, no, I guess I can leave it there for now. Maybe they might talk about the hat, I'm not sure. But let's look at actually,
Hi, I'm Sean Vanneman. I wrote the bulk of 100% of this game.
Hey, I'm Jake Rodkin. I did a lot of level design, UI design, and worked with everyone on the story for Firewatch.
The game has this weird structure that Chris and I talk about in another tape. This is the first thing I wrote, was this opening of the game that jumps between Henry's life and the trip out to the woods. And I used a little product called Twine to do that, which you can download and use. It's just a very simple choose your own adventure tool the simplest way to program a video game that one can then share with friends and play.
I think we were worried that the team would sort of perceive Henry as a blank slate, as sort of a generic game player protagonist, and we wanted to make sure, or we wanted to get in everyone's mindset, you're playing as a specific guy with a specific life.
Yeah, there's a reason when you play video games that a lot of your protagonists have amnesia, because it's really difficult when you're driving a character around who knows things about their life, or his or her life, that you, who you ostensibly are that person, don't know. So yeah, we kept trying to write an opening of the game that happened sort of like weeks into Henry's experience, and then quickly realized that it was like, well, why would he not be able to say X? Well, because his relationship with his wife is Y. So, but the player doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And this was the quickest way to get everybody on board, was to just take the thing that I wrote that answered the question, I think, for Jane and you at the beginning, which was like, who is Henry? And I would write these character profiles that were really bad. And then I
Okay,
went,
so it goes.
what if I just let you play a thing, and then you can figure out who he is? And we held on to that until we had the idea to put into the game.
It means that when you're playing Firewatch and Henry and Delilah start talking about Henry's wife, you don't have to learn it through his dialogue, because you made the choices that brought him where he is today.
Okay. So yeah, so if she's in her late 20s in the very beginning in 1970, and it's now 1980, anything, it always says late 20s. I mean, she's probably not 25. She might be 26, but I'm guessing she might be more like 27 or like 28 probably. So now she's could be possibly 38, maybe 37 now. So she's much older than I thought she would have been. I feel like if they don't have kids yet, isn't it like past 30, 35 is like the latest most women can have kids? When it's safe to have kids, I thought. Just the same, no, that looks the same still. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. That's the way I say it. You get mad. I believe I did this one. You ignore her, so I'm gonna do this one instead. You get mad. You call her a something asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her shellfish. That's completely the same. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. Yeah, that's all the same. Oh, this is, so last time I believe I did this one, of course. I actually did this one before, and I kind of saw the picture, and I was like, I'm gonna go back to this one, just like the picture is not super, obvious what you can see in the picture, so I'm gonna do that one instead. Much change from what they says there too, so I'm gonna leave it at the same too. Nothing here. I kind of remember seeing this. Oh, okay, I thought it was like a spike trap. I don't remember a spike trap. Cause I do wonder, like, do you find the... Cause it'd be kind of weird if you're supposed to find the tape recorder now, like in one of these moments. That'd be kind of weird. Cause you know I should go back this way and stuff, so it could be kind of weird to have like a random tape here. Okay, number 2.
Hi, it's Jake again.
Hey, I'm Chris Remo.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Hi there. I was a game designer and the music composer on Firewatch.
Nice.
So you're hearing now the first piece of interactive music that went into Firewatch. The first piece of music that actually...
Responds to what you're doing in the game?
Exactly, yeah. So this is a piece of music that's divided into technically 6 parts. And what's happening is as you're playing through this introductory sequence, when you hit certain points in the narrative, it sends a signal to Wise, which is the name of the audio middleware we're using, and then when Wise gets that signal, it waits until the next sort of musically appropriate transition point, and then when it hits that, it smoothly transitions into the next section of music, and so it creates the effect that you're just listening to one big long piece of music that just happens to be timed very nicely
It just
to your
happens.
playthrough.
It just happens to get sadder and sadder at the exact rate that your life gets sadder and sadder.
Yeah, exactly. This was a challenging process, both because I had no idea what the music should sound like, and also because it was the first interactive piece of music in the game. So the technical sort of just how does this work was also a part of it. But as it turned out, this music was changed. I mean, Jake, you may remember this. This music changed relatively little over the course of development in comparison to a lot of.
I think it started off as maybe 3 pieces and it expanded out to 5 over development. But other than that, it's one of the first things dropped in, shipped. Get ready to hear about that a lot on this commentary.
Okay. During the summer, you and Julie enjoy walking Buck at night. Festival, yep, that's the same thing. Oh, Knife Point, bark bark. Julie yells, she gets something in trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker, so last time I did this one. He beat his goddamn face in. Yeah, I think he still deserves that, but I kind of feel like I need to do this one to see what actually the difference is. You scare him away. If this one's changed at all, oh no, yeah, this is a bit different. You reach into your pocket like you got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all... What? You manage to scare all 3 of... What? All 3 of you. He runs away. Julie asks to take a different path from that day forward, so she herself tells herself that she's going to take a different path. Kind of strange. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river instead of walking on the street. Plans to have kids get something by work. Okay, so that still happens. Like, man, that's like now 1984. She's probably like, again, closer to 40s. Isn't any woman normally too old to handle kids by the 40s, I thought? So I'm a bit confused of her age. It'd be nice if they show her their age on the top left or top right. Like, hey, this guy's this age, this girl is this old. Like, understand, like, how is that even possible? Okay, so yes, this is, oh no, which one did I, something her not, convince her not to take the job, or agree if she, okay, yeah, I believe I did this one, yeah, because I didn't want her to take it because she was talking to some dude who she take the job, so I then said agree if she commutes back and forth, blah. At least, yeah, I think this is right. It'll be some of them I won't remember as much as other ones, of course. You ask her if she commutes back and forth. Oh, they actually say what they actually say. Okay. You don't want to move to something. She says that be hard, but she do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flips. I don't know what that is. She's something back to something 3 times each summer. That's about the same, I think. Well, no, I think it's actually different. I'm not sure though. Yeah, okay, that's the same about the book. She doesn't remember. Have happily loaned him the book 2 days. Yep, that's the same, okay. She was found crying in the stairwell. Okay, so this option now. I can choose. Which one was it? You make something and drink wine and try to forget about it. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. Yeah, I believe I did this one. I feel like now this is a pretty asshole move to do. So let's go to this one. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. That makes sense now. Oh, okay, there. She is 41. Oh, again, it doesn't say the year though. So I'm guessing if it's maybe 1984. I guess it was last time it said. So she's 41. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried about Julie may be suffering. Oh no, that's early. Yeah, that's the same. Early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decided to keep it a secret for now. Okay, that seems about the same as the music, also, I can't push start, I can push select, I can do that. Okay. I guess that's something that she wrote, I guess. Buck is getting older. Julie comments, I guess. I don't comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Let's see, is this the same? Worcester. Yeah, okay, yeah. She brought back from the home by the police. She's sent home on paid leave, medical leave. Yep, that's the same. A few days in the corner. Child, little idiot. Yep, other days you get a stranger. What? You get a stranger. I don't know what that means. Maybe she says she's saying you are a stranger. Yeah, that's the same. Yep, that's the same too. No reason to read that. 1988. So now she's 43, I think. Maybe 44, depends when her birthday is at, I guess. You spend your days following Julie around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weeks visits from something and the nurse. He suggests that Julie could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24 care, a home. It sits with you for a few months. A few months of someone doing that type of stuff is pretty dangerous. So I believe I did this one. You are something adamant to take care of her by yourself. This is what I did before. So let's see when I do this one. I feel like this should change everything. Imagine she gets taken away. Maybe the dialogue is much shorter and you get the job much quicker and stuff. And her family's not mad at you probably. Imagine all that stuff won't happen. I would imagine because she'd be at the, family center thing. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. So imagine a lot should change now with the other dialogue. I'm not sure if that happens. I think that does happen there because this is where you see the the deer, I believe. So yeah, I think that's when the a lot more dialogue happens, and then her mother and father shows up, and they're mad about the state of the house, and takes her back to their place that they were living in, like Australia, I think it was Australia, or the other place, the other A place. I don't remember the A place is called, Australia or Alaska. It might have been Alaska or something, I think. So yeah, that one gets cut short quite a lot. I'm surprised there's no thing here. Also, what I forgot the two is this one, I think. Yeah, display subtitles is what I meant to do. I guess I should still try to look up where the, because I don't know if, since this is still part of the main game and just dialogue, if I should, if the tape is even gonna be here or not. Oh, her family agrees with your decision. You find a facility that place something and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. It's the same, I think. Yeah, that's the same. I think, wait, what? Wait. She gets mad at it? You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. Well, oof. But I think they say the same thing if you don't put it in a home. I think they say exactly the same thing. I think, or I think she says it though. Instead of the friends' wives, it's your wife says it. If you ever put her in a home, then I will cut your balls off. So it's slightly different, but not exactly. You solely decide not to see her old friends that much. Well, you solely decide not to see your old friends that much. Well, that's different. I think that's different. Julie's sister moves to something to be closer to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Yeah, that's about the same. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right, because she moves to see her in I guess in the full care facility place instead of her moving in to see her at the house. Now she sees it. Yeah, okay, so it's slightly different. Something buys you an old typewriter and something you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You always really liked, I don't say Susan, I guess Susan. So now this one is, now you're liking Susan more, I guess. So she's the one that buys you the typewriter, I guess. I thought he bought it himself, or maybe his wife bought it, but now this version is, I guess, Susan buys the typewriter, I guess. Maybe it's always the same, I'm not sure, I don't remember. See, this one is a bit different, because the other one, the dog, doesn't die, I don't think, yet. But I'm not sure what happens to the dog, though. They don't really say what happens to the dog, I don't think, so this is a bit different. Months go by, Bucket dies. Julie doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to look. It takes blood. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you in the back of your mind. You believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more. You think summer is coming, and you see an ad in a paper for a job. Okay, that's slightly different. Because before it was, I think it's like, that's when the parents, I think, show up, I think. And the parents are mad about, or her parents are mad about the look of the house, and then they take it away to the one place. You take it. Okay, so it's slightly different. It's, kind of nice to see the other option that they had and stuff. Oh, there's a little thing over there. Oh, there's something. Oh no, I think that's the light switch blinking up there. Yeah, so I wasn't expecting to do the whole game like this. I thought maybe like, but the one I'm used to is Gone Home, of course, and Gone Home is much smaller. It's like 20 or 30, I think, audio things. The house is very small, and I think all the rooms are unlocked and stuff, so you don't need to worry about like finding keys and unlocking doors to see what the audio logs are. This one I'm still going through the main game to do all these, so it's gonna take a little while to do this. Oh wait, this is 4? Wait. Wasn't the last one I did was 2? I wonder if 3 is up there. Or is 3 gonna be behind me? So I don't remember exactly where it came from, so I'm kind of like, oh, I think it was this way. Would it be behind me? But that'd be kind of weird if it was behind me. Maybe, I don't know. Is that a rock? I guess that's just a rock. Because I walked for quite a while the first time, like, I spent like, 20, 30 minutes walking around, so that took, quite a bit of time. I think I'll just leave it there, maybe, because I guess it'd be no sense why we would put it down here, because I have no clue where I came from walking. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe it's this way, I think, because there's like little gates, and then the trail collapse. So if I go here this way now, maybe, oh, what's that? What does it say? Even zoomed in, I can't tell what this is. Oh, 13. Oh, so there's that. It looks like there's no, there's a box. It's here somewhere, I think, up here. I gotta find, oh, is this it? This might be it. I wish I had the flashlight, but I don't have the flashlight. Is this not it? I thought this was it. I guess it's not it. Oh, here it is. Okay, maybe it's over here. Because this would have been the trail that he took to walk up this place that you don't meant to find until later on, of course, but since I kind of remember it, then let's see if it's over here. I wonder if the turtle is going to be over here too. Oh, wait, did the rock slide already happen? I kind of weird the rock slide already happened. I feel like they should have... Oh. Inside of a tree. Get out of the tree. Oh, so the rock slide already happened. No turtle? I guess there's no turtle. Wait, what's this? Like 13. Wait, there's 2 13s? It's not on. That's why he's not on. Okay, so I was actually wrong about that. I thought maybe be over there for number 3, but maybe I'm wrong about number 3. Maybe I did 3. I thought I only did 1, or no, I thought I did 1 and 2 only. Maybe, but why? Well, I guess if I go to the cabin, because the thing is to go to the cabin, so maybe 3 is inside the cabin or close to the cabin on top, and then I then eventually need to leave to go down to 4. On maybe his like first day of work, and maybe or something. If 3 is not up there, or somewhere down here, maybe next to the porta potty. It's not on. The light's not on. Okay. What about next to the water thing? Is it next to the water thing? Because maybe I already did 3. I just don't remember doing. I really don't remember doing 3. I remember doing 1 and 2. Because 4 is on. 4 is on, so I can use 4. But maybe I already did 3, or maybe I missed 3 somehow. But let's go up here to make sure. I imagine because they want you to do it in order, and that's a little bit different between the one for Gone Home, because Gone Home was like you can do it in any order you want to, but it kind of makes sense, to do it in order though. Okay, so wait, what's this? 3. Wait. Wait, I'm supposed to do 4? Well, let's turn on the light first. This makes no sense. Why would I want to do out of order? Why do they say 4 and 3?
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
No, still not on.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
Supply for
So,
2
what's wrong with you?
Fox.
Excuse me?
People take this job to
What the
get
fuck
away
you say,
from
lady?
something. So what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
So I think I did that one last time,
Okay,
so let's do this one.
you're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want
Wow.
a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me, I'm going now.
Just a second, now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night.
Oh,
Welcome to the job.
that's actually slightly different. So the dialogue you pick to talk to her is actually slightly different for you when she talks to you back. Because I don't remember exactly what she said, of course, but
Good morning,
that's
Henry.
interesting
Well,
that
I guess good
her
afternoon.
dialogue would change
You
even for
probably
that
slept
too.
like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in.
Is the
I
thing
can
in
see
here
you
or
at your
did
desk,
it
so
gone?
call me when
I
you're
can't
ready.
tell. Can I at least get out and share first? Oh, there we go. Now it works.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You
Why
got a
wasn't it on
relaxing,
yesterday?
what, 14 hours of sleep? Whew,
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the
Yeah, because the
job.
clock is
There's
actually
a thing in the
broken.
middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914
Oh,
by
then I
W.B.
didn't. Oh, did I pick up that? Oh, I forgot about the
Use
hat.
this to
Oh well,
spot, you
that's
guessed
fine, I
it,
guess.
What the fuck?
What is it?
What the
Nothing.
fuck?
You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your
Jesus
west-facing window.
Christ,
Are you
lady.
seeing what I'm seeing?
Out west?
Are those fucking fireworks?
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight. Do you think you can handle that?
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well,
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the
I
supply
think I
box
might
on the
pick
way.
the same one.
The
I'm
code
not sure.
is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
secure.
Shut up.
I think I did that one different that time.
Nels, it
but
feels like
yeah.
you on the team did the most sort of digging about what the real job is like, what is in the actual space, and then checked us against reality when we kind of went off the reservation.
I mean, in general, I really like doing research. That's sort of a thing I've enjoyed on all the projects I've worked on. So for this, a bunch of folks on the team read this great book called Fire Season by Philip Connors, which is kind of like a memoir-ish thing from this dude who still is an active fire lookout even today. But I also just I called up the Ministry of Forests and Natural Resources here in British Columbia and got redirected to like 3 increasingly small Ministry of Forest offices until someone just gave me literally the phone number of this cool old lady who had once been a fire lookout. So I just kind of chatted with her for like an hour and a half just about what doing the job was like. The reason why the game is not a simulation of being a fire lookout is because what everyone talks about is that the number one challenge with the job is that it is incredibly, impossibly boring.
Because you can't like read a book, you can't like be doing other things, right? Like
Not really.
Yeah.
At the end of day 3, where Delilah mentions it's like, Kendra's like, well, what do I do for the rest of the summer? She's like, you sit in that chair and you look out the window. That is actually what fire lookouts really do. So all the folks I talked to said like, figuring out ways to combat boredom is the number one thing. The lady I talked to, she said she did a whole lot of needlepoint and cross stitch because you can do that without looking at your hands very much. Obviously, like, lookouts are also responsible for doing, maintenance on their towers. But again, it's like not maintenance because some crazy Yahoo smashed up your tower. It's maintenance like, oh, the paint is kind of flaking off, better paint it. Or these trees have grown too tall, so I need to chop them down. Not, I'm chopping down trees to form a weird log bridge.
The main takeaway from whenever we would talk to someone who had done this job is, why would you make a game about that? That is the most boring time of my entire life. So hopefully we showed them how.
It feels like people who do this job like fall into 2 camps, right? They're the people who think they can do it and can't hack it and bail after like a month or 2. People like Jack Kerouac, who tried to do this and wrote about it in Desolation Angels, and then he went crazy from a lack of cigarettes and then left. Or the people who kind of enjoy the solitude and then figure out ways to deal with it. But we do have like a lot of the window dressing for the stuff people use. Like other folks I talk to, it's like, what do you do? Well, we read a lot of books and we like trade the books between the different lookouts through rangers and stuff like that. So of course Firewatch has a crap ton of weird books in it. Stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, it's Jake again.
And it's Jane again.
All right, let's talk about Two Forks Lookout. I mean, we could just talk about lookout towers in general in
Yes.
video games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you built it. You want to talk about it?
Yes. So lookout towers have standard sizes, actually. I think most of these were either 14 feet by 14 feet in the inside, or something like 7. Like there's actually
Like
a
tiny,
standard.
wow.
Yeah, the cabins have standard sizes, and the ones that you have a bed and stay in are the 14 feet ones. And we realized through a few experiments that if you make a space that's actually 14 feet in the game, it would be too tiny.
Yeah, I remember you found a lookout tower enthusiast website that had posted the actual blueprints that the state parks and Forest
Yes.
Service used. So we're like, we're doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
We're building it to scale.
Yes.
It's
and-
tiny. You can't
yeah,
move around.
It's tiny, and then basically the camera just has no room to maneuver at all.
Yeah, and you just feel like a fat guy, like you can't fit
Yeah.
between your desk and the
Yeah, and it
firefighter.
feels like you're just in a shoebox. So we did a few experiments. I was like, okay, how about it was twice as big? And when it's twice as big, and it's just like, no.
Palatial
Yeah, and
fire
it looks
lookout cribs.
wrong. And then like on the outside, the silhouette of the space also looks wrong. So we ended up with I think something like 1.5 size bigger than real life, and it feels like a real fire lookout.
Over the course of the game, as things
kinda
change,
sucks.
there's a bunch of variants
Being
of the
so
tower
goddamn
too,
small in
right?
real life.
I mean, simple stuff like the broken window, but then also
Oh,
we
yes.
move furniture around. Henry gets moved in over the time.
Yeah,
over
there are different
time.
states of the interior, and we achieved that by actually swapping out the whole interior set. Like 7 or 8 times, I think.
A lot of times.
As the game moves on, then more and more of his stuff starts showing up, and then Henry is a slob, and so his like undies are everywhere and all
Window
this
gets
stuff.
broken, window gets fixed,
Exactly.
conspiracy board goes up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And dirty socks get all over the place. Just tell the story of some slobby dude up here.
Exactly.
I might need to go to the bathroom pretty soon, so let's go this tape.
Hi there, it's Jake.
And Chris again.
Hey, so here we are in the cache box clearing, or at least I guess that's what we call it. There's a lot of cache boxes in Firewatch, but this was the first one that we placed into the game.
For a long time, this was the cache box.
It was the cache box, even though we knew we wanted to have more. This area was actually one of the first areas that we built out to any degree that looks like a piece of the world. It was a really good proving ground for us. Like when me and Nels Anderson were grayboxing the world at the very beginning, we tried a million different things. Like maybe this was on the edge of a cliff, or maybe it was a secret that you had to find. And I think it was Sean who suggested that he really wanted it to feel like a warm, sort of enclosed space, like you've stumbled onto a little glen and you want to stay there for a while, which I think makes sense because we wanted people to actually stop and poke around and have it not feel like the woods.
This was an area with a lot of firsts. I remember
The
this really
woods.
ended up looking a lot like Ollie's concept art in a way I think that felt like an accomplishment when it all got built out. It was also the first audio I implemented in the entire game, I believe.
The Foley on the locks and the lid.
Right, exactly.
Oh, this was
yeah.
this was also the cache box was also our proving ground for detailed object interaction with
Yep.
Henry animating the lock, and also there is an exit out if you back up and turn left. That was the first time I prototyped one-way drops and also any like sort of secret paths, because the way that you cross the canyon also showed up here, and I didn't tell anyone on the team about it for like months, and people only noticed it once they started playing the back half of the game, and
Right.
it was very fulfilling for me.
Nice.
Cache box.
Cache box, land of firsts and secrets.
That's the state flag of cache boxes.
Okay.
So are there a lot of these out in the woods?
Yeah, we got them all over the Shoshone. It saved us a lot of back and forth from the trailhead. Don't take all the good stuff.
Yeah, all right. Hey, what's the code again?
1, 2, 3, 4. A whole lot of them.
Hey, what's the code again?
1, 2, 3, 4. A whole lot of them.
I found the supply box.
Great.
I wanted to go do a thing where like I talk about like why some of these numbers are so random. At least they feel very random. So I wanted like talk about like or is these things actually random or are they not random and stuff like that.
Do people lose their shit doing this job? There's a note that says a guy just left his post.
It happens, yeah. You're not gonna pop your top, are you, Henry?
I wasn't planning on it.
What? Pop my
I tracked
top?
down that rope. It was right where you said.
Great. So you should be set to get down to the lake.
This looks old as fuck.
Hey, there's a snack in here. I'm probably gonna eat it.
You definitely do not want to do that. Whatever's in there has been in there
Better
for
pick the
years.
first one.
That's how you get food poisoning.
I'm gonna keep those because there's not gonna be no achievement for anything like that. But oh, there's the note. Okay, I guess I must have thrown the note on top of the thing, and then when I moved it down, it went flying. I wasn't expecting that. That was kind of weird. So that was number 5. I actually gotta remember these numbers too. I was like, well, I guess if I see 6 might not be lit enough, but 5 might be lit enough. Or no, 6 is, yes, 6 is the next one. I'm just confused.
Hey, there's a tree out here that's been ripped to hell.
And?
Don't you think that's, disconcerting?
Henry, there are 500-pound grizzly bears out here. They sharpen their claws on trees.
We don't
You
have
sure? I
grizzlies in
haven't seen
Colorado.
one
People killed them a
grizzly
long
bear
time ago.
last time.
Well, in the thoroughfare, they hunt people, they kill people, they bury their bodies, and then come back weeks later to eat them because they prefer rotten meat. People just disappear.
Don't you think that's disconcerting?
No, Henry, that's life.
Christ, lady.
Jake,
Oh, hey, Sean.
you did a neat thing here
Hey,
in the
Sean.
game that I like a lot,
Sean.
which is when you make a dialogue choice with Delilah about what this dangerous hill should be called. It shows up on your map, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, when we were putting the map system together, well, actually, the map weirdly was one of the latest things, one of the final things to come into the game as a fully fleshed out piece. But an upside of that is we built the map using a lot of tools we already had. For instance, the system that checks which things you haven't talked about, which things you haven't found in the game. Use the same variable list as our speech system. So when I was putting this together, I realized, oh, not only can I put a mark down on the map when Henry finds it or talks about it, but I can totally look at the same tools we use for dialogue and figure out what the player said and put it on the map. And the end result felt really natural. I actually wish we'd gone a little deeper on it in the game, but I'm really happy with what's in there right now. Also, please name this shitty boss is going to get me killed, because that's objectively the best name for the hill.
Is that your handwriting?
Yeah, you got to cram that in there, but it's still readable.
This shale slide is steep. How do you expect me to get down this?
I don't remember it being that bad. It's not even named on our topos.
What about shitty boss is gonna get me killed hill?
Oh, is that Absorka Indian? Maybe Creek?
That's actually English for not in my job description. How do you expect me to get down this?
Well, did you get that rope?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, just lash it to something nearby and take it slow.
Shitty boss is going to get me killed, heal. Oh, the map! Look at the map. They actually show where they are at. Oh, thank God. That's actually really genius. I didn't think that was gonna happen. So 17 is active. 6, so... Oh my God, 44? Holy shit. Well, I guess it's a decently long game, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of these things around here. Maybe I might even be able to get that. It's like out of bounds. Or into like the... I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get that one. So 17 is activated now, but oh, there's a 43 activated right now, but I don't need to do 43 for Again, I won't do this in order probably, so that's gonna take fucking forever. That's why I wish there was a achievement to do this.
Hey, I'm going the right way if I'm at the shale slide, right? Toward the fireworks?
You're not lost. Those fireworks are going off to the west of you. It's down the slide and across the meadow, okay?
So that was number 7?
No!
Or was it number 6? I think it was 7. I don't remember.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my shitty boss almost got me killed.
First, your boss is a delight. Secondly, Jesus, what exactly happened?
My rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No.
7's
I'll
not
make
on?
it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
There's nothing here right now. Check your map for today's tour stops. Oh. Wait, why are they numbered though? So that's what I did was 6. But I can't do 7. I wanted them in an order though. I guess I can't do them in order. That sucks. Because that means I would need like all back over all the way around to get more rope. That kind of sucks. Why can't I do them? Why are they numbered in, like, why isn't 43? Why is it 43? But why is the number 43 is actually 7 and number 7 is 43. And then, where's 8 at? That's 9. Where's 8? 16. I guess 8 is not available right now. I kinda don't want to do them out of order, but I guess I might need to do them out of order. I can say for sure that I don't remember much about the fire. Gone home commentary, but at least those was like you can do them in order and stuff.
Hey, there's a tie-off point off here just a little away from the shale slide.
Oh, you ready to get back on that horse, huh?
Well, I can't go any further is what I'm saying.
That heads south down to the creek, but you should be able to get to the lake just by continuing west. Without any, mountaineering.
All right.
It's a long summer. You can explore later.
It's gonna be a long. What the hell is going on over there? Oh, they have more boards. No, I guess it makes sense. I guess whatever.
Hi, this is Ollie Moss, and I was the art director on Firewatch.
I'm Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Let's talk about this teen
Let's
party
talk about this.
zone.
Let's talk about the Teen Zone. So the Teen Zone is one of the first areas that we used as a sort of art test to see how we would go about building the rest of the game.
We knew from the pretty early on that, like, on day 1, you will start from the tower and you will have to head down to the lake. And somewhere in between, you will see some teens and they're partying. And so we called this the teen zone because this is where all the teen stuff is.
Yeah, and it was important to us that the reveal that it was a group of teens was communicated through the level design. So the idea was that you just kind of like walk through some trees and burst out into this scene where a campfire was still burning.
And you had a pretty strong idea of what you wanted to look like.
Yeah, I just wanted to put some big angular rocks in there, which is basically the like my modus operandi for the entire game. But we wanted to have a big angular sort of rock, which became known as Pride Rock because it looked so much like the rock from The Lion
No,
King.
we did name that Pride Rock, didn't we? That rock does serve as a very strong landmark pretty early in the game, and it kind of does point the player in the right direction.
Exactly. Should we talk a little bit about our process for
Sure.
designing these areas?
So in the beginning, when we just have like no concept art, we will just mock it out with just gray, literally just gray boxes and a gray terrain, and then we will take screenshots and give it to Ollie to be like, please pretty this up, Ollie.
Oh well, first of all, I'll do a terrible garbage sketch and pitch it to the team, and if people like the gist of it, then we'll go away and do a bit more of a detailed drawing, and then you would go.
Yeah, we'll add in some more shapes. And then we just keep going back and forth with paint overs from Ollie.
And then it's just a sort of tennis, really, just back and forth between the two of us until everyone's happy with what we have.
Yeah.
I believe I did this one before.
Wow, there's
This
a
is
big
all about.
rock outcropping down here near the lake. It's really something.
Yeah, makes for good camping. There used to be a group of guys who would boulder out there a couple times a year.
What happened to him?
Dunno, just stopped coming out.
I'm staring at the big outcropping down here, but I'm not quite sure where to look for our pyrotechnicians.
Maybe keep heading west toward the lake.
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, sure am.
Ugh, people are just the worst, aren't they?
They're not great, no. They left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
What was it? Whole
Oh,
LP to
look,
do
we
something
decided to have
else?
a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
What do you know? People with shitty manners drink shitty beer.
What, you don't like a cold Musqua Light on a hot day?
No, I do. But then again, I didn't say my manners were any good. Better than these fucking litter bugs, though, that's for sure. Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Ugh. Well, confiscate them.
Screaming Wife. Oh. Was that actually a name of the real fireworks? Boop. Imagine even if you don't take them, imagine the other guy takes them for himself.
They left their packs tied up here.
Don't fuck with them. The last thing we need is some hikers filing a report about harassment.
I don't fuck with them, but they're okay with lighting out fireworks. Well, it's okay for me to take their booze and their fucking fireworks, I guess, yeah. Fuck with them taking their fireworks and their booze, but it doesn't seem like they never come back to get it anyways. What's this? Oh, I don't remember that.
They left their clothes out to dry. It looks like two people. What did
I don't
they
remember
make?
that.
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
Yeah, this time don't actually touch it. Just leave that alone. Again, I missed all the clothes last time.
There are panties.
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is that a guy over there?
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing with that.
Number 9.
You gotta take it easy with the fireworks, all right?
You ought to take it easy at the Sizzler buffet. Chelsea? What? He's just some loser out in the woods. I mean, he's roading. I hate this. Let's get out of here.
Oh. That's it? Oh, okay. I thought there was
Hey,
more
that go
dialogue,
okay?
but Yeah, they kind of just left.
It went fine. Hopefully there won't be any more trouble.
Good. Thanks for going down there.
So there's no noise ordinances or rules out here?
No. But that music I hear makes a good case for them.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, this lake does seem like a good spot to swim, even if the last people to do so were assholes.
Yeah, right now though, it's all snow melt, so you'll freeze your balls off. But as hot as it's been, maybe that's a fair trade.
Starting to feel like it.
Like change the song or switch. No, can't do anything about it.
Any chance of those kids getting a disease in this lake, like diphtheria or consumption or...
Consumption? Not if they're not 19th century chimney sweeps, no.
You know, whatever.
I mean, if they drank a bunch, Giardia maybe, but probably not this time of year.
Well, that's too bad.
My name is Patrick Ewing. I worked on tools and gameplay programming.
The teens, Patrick.
Let's open some old wounds here.
This is like going back to like an old battleground and being like on these
Exactly.
hallowed grounds.
Yeah, I
bad
died on
things
this hill.
happened. I died on this hill.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most complex interactions in the game, if not the most, right?
Yeah.
And it was in the game from the very first vertical slice we did, and then I think we kind of added to it as we played through it and saw like, oh, we should be able to throw the boombox in the lake, obviously, right? Okay, the teens need to react to the boombox being in the lake. Oh, but then they should also react to you putting it down.
What you should do if you're making a video game is build relatively ironclad, predictable AI and systems that react to inputs. But instead, we built a series of relatively flimsy state machines that were like, if this, if this, if this, but not when, and also if.
Right.
And we're able to create this scene as designed. And Patrick was sort of the shepherd of this scene. So whenever anything would break, if you were to throw the boombox and the teens were not to respond, or you leave with the boombox and they would talk about something else, it was Patrick's job to ferret into the state machine and figure out what was going on.
Yeah, and I'm happy with how it turned out. There are so many different ways that this scene can play out now, depending on what you choose to do. Do you throw the fireworks at them? Do you talk to them and then start messing up their stuff and throwing it in?
Well, you can throw the
and it
fireworks
ends
at
up
them?
being pretty like believable. They feel like real characters. It's just such a crazy spaghetti code in the back end that I'm always terrified when I see someone play through it, that there's some interaction that we didn't think about.
That now the player is interacting with the teens in a way that is completely not by the book. And
I mean, luckily we
beads of
haven't...
sweat are building on your brow.
Yeah, I think it's just a PTSD response at this point. We would see the bug reports if this was actually still breakable.
Yeah.
Well, they talk way after the thing ended. Strange. Oh, and then you can't do it. Oh, like, oh, can't do it again. Oh, so you can, if I had the fireworks on my hand, I can light them towards the teams and they run away like that? I wish I could turn off the radio though. I want to take it with me because if I need the radio for the secret song, then I need to find
Hey, there's a trail to Two Forks Tower down here near the lake,
Yeah, that's your tower.
so I should go this way.
Well, you're not climbing back up that slide.
I feel like they should have this CD. Right? It makes sense that they have the CD. Kind of surprised they don't talk about the song that's playing. Like, oh, this is a song that they made up, or someone in the office made it up, and they just have it on the radio, constantly playing, maybe, or something. But like, I feel like it'd be kind of easy to see a radio or a tape over here. Not if I meant to pick something else up and then it's underneath it, like the other underwear or something, maybe like underneath it or something. But like they leave everything behind, but then other people take it. The one guy take it.
So they just left their stuff down here, but it would be a bad idea for me to toss it all in the lake, right?
Yes, I don't think that'd be wise. If you could refrain from criminal destruction of personal property while on this job, that'd be great, okay?
Then I saw something pop up. What the hell? Oh, there's a rock. What's that weird texture looking thing? Oh, it's over there. Run button. Let me oh, break it. What's that? Wait, that's back around at the base camp? Or their camping site? What? Oh.
I've got an overgrown trail here.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh.
So screwed when it comes to getting past it?
Screwed until you clear yourself, yeah.
Great. Well, if I come across some tools, I'll add groundskeeping to my ever-increasing list of responsibilities.
I gotta find the radio again. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did it go? Base. Oh, there's no, like... What did I say? Three something? Strange. Well, there's the thing over here. I know there might be a box, but there might also be
I take it you fell prey to the Forest Service's big recruiting effort when it comes to, how the hell you ended up out here.
Sorry, I don't really know what you mean by recruiting effort.
Oh, after last summer. Budgets went through the roof, a lookout in every lookout for the first time in 20 years.
Last summer?
Oh, come on, you're from Denver, not Delaware. This was national news for Pete's sake.
Boulder. I'm from Boulder.
Same diff.
So are you going to let me know what happened that caused this budget increase, or what?
Wow. I can't believe you don't know.
I was a little
oh,
preoccupied
the bird's
last
still there.
summer.
Jeez. I mean, the federal government almost let Yellowstone National Park burn to the ground. Ring a bell?
I don't remember any of this from last
Yellowstone
time.
is like, 15 miles away. Why would they do that?
Well, the short story is that for 60 years, we got very good at not letting forest fires happen. And then about 15 years ago, they decided that forest fires in wilderness areas like Yellowstone should be left to burn. So that's what they did. I can't believe you didn't hear about this. There were reports that the entire park was gone. Dan Rather telling the country that President Reagan didn't care on the nightly news. I mean, what the hell's he gonna do? Smoke jump in and snuff one out for the giver?
I don't know. Reagan
So
ever
what
showed
should
up
they have done?
in
I don't even
conversation.
know. By the time the Yellowstone folks realized the little fires weren't going to burn themselves out, 100,000 acres were gone. It's Yellowstone, People don't want to touch it, but we touch it every single day. But hey, I got a 30 cents an hour raise because we can't have another fiasco. Like the goddamn park can burn down again.
Hello, my name is Erin Yvette, and I'm the voice of Chelsea.
Hi, my name is Nikki Rapp, and I'm the voice of Lily.
And we're the drunk teens in the lake.
The obnoxious,
Oh.
skinny dipping, drunk, firework blasting teens.
Like who?
This isn't the first time that you've played a Lily, though.
It is not. It's actually the third time I've played a Lily. My first Lily was Lily Zanato in Psychonauts. And then I played the lovable Lily in The Walking Dead from Telltale. And now I'm Lily in Campos Santos' amazing game Firewatch.
I'm pretty sure the
Something
backstory
you say
behind
you
my
don't
character's
own
name is that it's Sean Vanneman's girlfriend's name. Slightly less
That's
backstory
pretty
for me
rad,
personally,
though.
but she's a cool person in real life, so it's fine. Although I wouldn't
good.
say that this character is based off of her because this character is, I guess I always pictured her being changing majors constantly in college because she like can't decide what she wants to do. Like she's gone through like psychology and sociology and like and just constantly flunking out of everything.
Yeah,
So she's
I
just
think-
switching until something sticks.
That's good you had ambition. I don't think my character really... I think she just was kind of drunk, cutting class.
This isn't the first time that they've done something like this.
Not at all. I think they were professionals at it. They were good. They were good at getting people to buy them booze, you know,
Totally.
that kind of a thing. That's good. Stand outside of 7-Eleven.
Whenever people ask me like, oh, who did you play in Firewatch? It's like, oh, remember that time on day one where like you saw these silhouettes of like gyrating women? I was one of those. I
Yeah, there's,
probably
like,
called you a fucking
bras.
asshole. That was me.
That's a dubious honor, but it's still an honor.
Totally, yeah. A little tiny bit of a really cool game.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm keeping this fucking radio. Into so even when I do them, they still blink like I haven't done them yet. That's a bit of a annoyingness. Also, why did numbered so randomly go? Oh, so one of the other ones that used to be not on. Oh, wait, if I look on the map now, is it gonna be blinking now? I've got to check. No, it's still shut off. Oh yeah, so it's still shut off. Oh, so that's a little shortcut, so we gotta go this way. I think. Yeah, oh yeah. Surprised they're not the voices in the radio. They're kind of like, oh yeah, we are the voices on the radio.
I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, you know, putting you on the spot about
Should have done another one. We didn't do the other
why
one
you're
last
out here
time.
and stuff.
And you thought it was a good idea to get into your love life, I guess you'd call it?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
Hi everyone, this is Ben Burbank. I'm a programmer at Campo Santo, predominantly doing graphics work and performance stuff. And I'm here with Jane.
Hi, I'm back.
And we're going to talk a little bit about, in general, how the world sort of streams in. This is a big open world game. There are, like, what, tens of thousands of trees somewhere in there?
Yeah, and we have how many chunks of the world that we stream in and out?
There are 100 plus.
Yeah, I think over 120.
One of the big challenges with that was we have to remove parts of it when you're not looking at it, because video game consoles and computers don't like to draw things that aren't seen.
Especially not a lot of trees.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for that little graphics card to do to try and draw all those that big forest. So the canyon's one of the spots where we have like obvious occlusion where you can't see most of the world. So we unload like the tower hub. The tower that you see in the canyon is fake. It's a small fake version.
Yeah.
Which is a common trick.
Yeah, so it's like a very low cost version of what it would actually be there.
One of the biggest challenges for Jane and people building the levels was figuring out line of sight. So how far can you see? Like if you have a point where you can see entirely across the map, we had to be very careful about what is actually loaded and what's actually drawing.
Yeah, so even though the canyon is pretty much a straight corridor, we had to put in some kinks in there. So, you know, like right sort of in the middle, there's a little area where you have to go around a rock. This is so that we could make sure you won't be looking at the lake when we basically delete it out of the world.
Yeah. The game also, you know, it's sort of non-linear. Like there's a linear story going on, but there's the ability for the player to just go backwards. So we also had to keep in mind like reverse line of sight and things like that, which is a little different than a traditional action game or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little puzzle game almost to figure out when we stream in and out things. So hopefully you don't notice any of it, because if you do, that's actually us not doing a great job.
You probably will notice it though sometimes. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so the next one's in the cave.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm
I'm
out to the
holding radio.
north.
That's not
That's
good.
bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home and try not to get hit by lightning.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got a lot of choice in getting struck down.
Especially not with your electric personality.
Ugh.
Oh,
I see my joke did not spark your sense of humor.
Ugh.
What, you're not enjoying our current conversation?
Oh my God, lady.
The arc of our budding friendship.
Oh, I'm just gonna let her have that one.
aww. What?
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks? NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So,
So I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
great. Used to go caving with someone back in Colorado. She loved it. Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
It doesn't seem that dangerous. Whoa, whoa! Oh, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here.
God damn it.
Oh, so that's a different zone right there. So the radio disappears. But when I get close to the next zone, it appears. Is there a thing out here? I don't remember. There's a box. I guess the flashlight. I wonder why you leave the flashlight behind, because I think this is where you get the flashlight.
I found a flashlight.
There's one in there? Great. Well, the sun's gonna go down soon, so if the batteries still work, you're in luck.
Yeah, I get the sense that not everything in here is useful.
In the boxes? Why's that?
I don't really know what I'll do with the deer horn.
Firstly, they're called antlers, and secondly, stay out here long enough and you'll get creative.
Probably don't shine the light in your eyeball.
Hi, I'm Jane. We're back.
And I'm Ollie.
Let's talk about this cave, Ollie.
Oh, let's not.
This cave really gave us all quite a bit of headache, actually. I was actually kind of having a mini panic attack because one of the hardest things to light in games actually is any area that's sort of half indoor and half outdoor, and this cave is a pain in the butt to light.
It is. Well, having we thought you'd be an old pro at this, having worked on a game called The Cave. But yeah, it caused a lot of problems in terms of the logic gating of the environment switches, because every time the time of day changes in the game, it then like sets that time of day.
Because there's no doorway really.
So the way the cave is lit, it actually just changes the time of day in the whole game. So like when you hit a trigger, if you could somehow magically transport yourself back outside the cave, you'd see like the sun spinning through the sky, the sky changing, and it was really hard to make that process invisible to the player and make it feel natural.
Not to mention that when you're inside the cave, everything also has to look really dark. And we use a method called image-based lighting throughout the game. And that basically means that all the objects, like all the trees and rocks, just look out to the sky to see what their lighting should be. And so in the cave, we actually had to do sort of like a fake sky for anything inside that is just pure black. So the lighting inside would be appropriately dark.
But still navigatable to a player without the flashlight.
Exactly. And also to be able to have a smooth transition when you're going from the brightly lit outside to the really dark inside and coming back out again, and having all the appropriate logic for the time of day, like Ollie said, it was just a real pain in the butt.
I'm always wondering, like, why are these smaller games, smaller team games, just making games, indie games, like kind of like this, and Gone Home and other small ones, sometimes have these like commentary modes, and like you don't see these happen very often at all. Kind of like how Half-Life 2 has commentary mode and stuff, and then Gabe Newell's in it, and sometimes he talks about some things, sometimes in it. I always kind of want to go back to it because I kind of never. I don't think I fully did it because it wasn't. I don't think it was as many as you'd think would be in there. I think maybe. Like I think I did some of like Half-Life 2 episode 1 or something like that. A little bit of it, but I don't know if I ever got around. Or just episode 2 and then episode 1 and then episode 2, what it was called, part 1 and then part 2 type thing. I don't think I did both of them. And like, they don't see that a lot of times or at all with bigger, I guess AAA titles, I guess. And like, because remembering Half-Life 2 now, I feel like those are the only 3 games I can remember having like commentary mode after you beat the game and stuff. Half-Life 2, Gone Home, and now the Firewatch game. And I guess maybe Half-Life 2 could be a triple title, triple A game, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like on a double or single A game, or I'm not sure what that actually means, but it feels like there's not a lot of triple. Like it'd be kind of nice if for Fallout 3 they had a thing where like, hey, we're gonna update the game and add commentary mode, and we add like 100 of these little things you can click on, and it tells you about the world or how we did things and some of the background of how we did things or why we changed some things along the way. Would be kind of nice. Even if they did it with like Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas and maybe like Skyrim and stuff like that. Would be kind of nice. If they had a thing where like when you beat the game or years later, like, hey, we're gonna add this thing, you guys can freely explore the world. If we will have option to remove all the enemies and stuff like that, if you want to do that. And just explore it, and we have little dots on the map showing where all the little things are at, so you can do them in order or do them out of order, that's fine. Stuff like that would be kind of nice. And give like maybe people achievement to do it and stuff, they could be kind of nice too. Like, hey, you did commentary mode, here's an achievement for doing commentary mode, and so, stuff like that to be like, the bigger fans would do that type of thing, and they're like, well, listen to commentary mode, why not give them like an achievement for doing it? It's always nice when some games do that and stuff. Like, oh, here's commentary mode. If you want to do it, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. But if you want to, here's like a little incentive by, oh, here's an achievement for doing so, and stuff like that. That's why I still kind of wish that this game, had an achievement for a commentary mode. Because I think that would be pretty cool to do that and stuff, especially if it's like 40 or more of these things. Again, I'm only saying 44 because that's what the highest number was. I imagine through the days it would change what the other ones are and stuff like that. So it could be up close to 100 probably. And stuff like that, so it'll be interesting to see, like, if there's like, if I push the wrong button, there's like, there's 4, 5, and there's like 5 of them in the cave. I think, at least if they all in the cave, they might not be in the cave, they might be above the cave too, but like, there's quite a bit of them. So it'd be kind of interesting to see, like, it'd be nice if the other games did it too and stuff. Like if Minecraft had it or something, like, go through Minecraft world, pre-made world and see, they talk about how they did it. That's cool. It just doesn't happen a lot of times. It feels like, at least I don't, at least I have the games I've played through years. It feels like it's mostly, oh, I kind of forget that happens.
Some guy out here.
Some guy? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
Okay, like, what else you do now? Okay, there's something that I can believe kind of like, oh yeah, I forget how it even happens.
I love the little details in Firewatch's branching dialogue. There are a lot of very subtle, hard to notice things that Sean put in while writing it that you really couldn't notice without multiple playthroughs, but they add up to this feeling that you're talking to real people who, just like real people, kind of echo back things you said earlier, who continue in jokes that have been established, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the subtlest that I don't think I even noticed till I was rewiring the game midway through is the spooky figure who you meet towards the end of day one.
Figure. If the teens call you a creep, Henry calls the guy who's putting a flashlight in his face a creep.
Right.
He goes, "There's some guy out here creeping," or he says something like, "He's a creep out here." She's like,
Yeah.
"A creep, Henry?" He's like,
Right.
"Yeah, there's a guy who's spooking me out here.
Right.
I don't like it." And I mean, I like doing stuff like that. I pay a lot of attention to the sort of infectiousness of language.
Yeah.
Especially in this office, someone will start using a turn of phrase that then I'll be at lunch with someone later, or I'll be out with Jake or whatever, and then I'll hear the phrase
Theory crafting?
through them,
Yeah.
you know, where it's like, like if somebody was saying, "Oh, there was a total creep outside at the bus stop," then it wouldn't be long, like 18 hours later, it would be totally conceivable to hear Jake be like, "Oh yeah, that guy's kind of a creep. I don't know if we should have him by or whatever."
Yep.
And I'd be like, "Man, okay, like that word is now like bubbling along the surface of our social networking."
Mm-hmm.
And I like, people are like that. People are weird, sort of like passive, like non-participatory sponges sometimes.
Yeah.
And I just like putting that stuff in the writing. And you can do that in games in a way that you can't do that in other media. If you do that in like a book or something, it's so double underlined that it feels like you're making a big point as an author. But in a game, because it's player driven and it's passive, it just feels causal and the way the world.
I feel like you didn't have the second to put the word world. I feel like they kind of cut him off by saying world. I really wish I could turn shit on that fucking radio. The song's not annoying. It's just I wish I could just pause it and like turn on and pause it when I want to and stuff like that. Be nice. But another game, I think a few games would be kind of nice that they did the same thing with these AAA titles. Is like have an option when you beat the game. Have an option to like turn on commentary mode for like GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4 would have been kind of nice. Maybe even GTA 5 having like some kind of like commentary mode after you beat the game type of thing. Or like, again, be like, they kind of empty out the world, kind of like, and you can like go across the game in different parts of it and like, run into like little circle things or squares or whatever, and then have like them talk about the game and stuff. Kind of cool, especially GTA 3 and like Vice City and stuff like that. Would be kind of cool. Of like some of the voice actors saying something, or like talking about behind the scenes, or like how did they do the smoke effect in like part 3 and stuff like that, and like. Oh, there it is. And then where's it to go? I stepped on it. I think I got stepped on it because I would have just kept on walking. Oh, he says something about the bridge? I think he says something about the bridge. Available 11 and 12, I guess that is. So next is, I guess, 14, and that's probably the last one. Well, I guess they should go to 16 too, because I guess since they might disappear in the next day, so let's probably do that. And then probably try to get this radio on the desk, hopefully. Somehow just throw it on the desk, I guess. I guess we could try to end the day, I guess, and then save and quit on the next day, I guess, because I realized I wouldn't be doing this whole thing all over again, but I guess I'm gonna do it all over, I guess, now. And maybe next time I can look it up and see, especially if I wake up pretty late tomorrow in the afternoon, that'd probably be kind of hard to string tomorrow, on the 18th. But it depends, what happens, what's going on in the afternoon, and stuff like that. Because they're trying to, they kind of put things away right now. They put, more food stuff away and stuff right now and stuff. earlier. Or I guess when I woke up they kind of started doing it and stuff. Well, this must be the next one. I don't remember how this day ends, because like the thing they're be thrown out the window. I'm kind of confused why he throws out the window and stuff, so I don't know how the day ends. So I don't know if I go up there, it ends, if I can like go and like, you know, put this away or something like that. Just put it on the desk. I don't remember how it ends. Oh, I don't remember that one. So I can't put this somewhere. Hopefully it's there, and maybe it shuts off. That's my typewriter. Let's do this one. We can do this one, then do the other one, and then do the rest of the stuff and see some of this other stuff I didn't.
Chris again here.
Hey, and Jake,
last time.
congratulations, player. You have completed the Teen Loop.
Oh man, that's true. This is the end of what was originally called teenloop.unity, a scene file in our game engine Unity, because we thought that was just going to be the file corresponding to the first
this piece
sort
of game that you've just played.
Yeah, this first big objective.
But then we kept building, so all of Firewatch is in fact saved inside of a file called teenloop.unity. So
Yep,
know that
entire
for the
game.
rest of your play experience, you are inside of the Teen Loop.
Yeah. This part of the game, you probably are right now if you're listening to these commentary notes basically in sequence. The music is either about to kick in or has just kicked in. It's dark. You're finding your tower's been broken into. This, I really strongly remember feeling when this went into the game and had the music, which was actually the first music implemented in the entire game. All this stuff together felt to me like the first real moment of assertive tension in the game, and it felt really crazy.
Yeah, because we
to me.
had our environment system working for the first time, so the sky turned to nighttime, and our world logic allowed the tower to switch into its broken into state, just when you were off in the world for the first time. And then when that music finally came in, we're like, oh, wow, okay, this is a world that's alive and can be tense and cinematic.
Yep.
And all of it happened without us ever having to cut the camera. I remember we were all very proud and stoked of that.
For sure.
That was like right before we first demoed the game, I think, at the Penny Arcade Expo.
Yeah, because the end of day one was the end of the first demo.
Yeah.
Right before this, there's the moment with the creepy guy in the woods, and that was sort of a moment of tension. But that's also arguably maybe not, because it's immediately deflated by Delilah.
Right, but this you're
was like,
holy crap.
Okay, I remember feeling kind of nervous about it because it was like the game is declaring this is a tense moment, and if it falls flat, we have failed. We can't like make a joke to diffuse it. And I think it basically worked, and it was a real relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
Wow, there's an old, I think it's called a medicine wheel out here.
Yeah, it was made by Crow American Indians hundreds of years ago. There are lots of small ones. Have you ever been to Medicine Wheel Monument over in the Bighorns?
I sure haven't.
Well, it's worth a 3-hour detour on the way home in August.
Neat. I'll keep it in mind. So, I'm at the medicine wheel.
So you're near your lookout.
Yeah, sure.
The radio went on a real evolutionary journey. I don't know if you remember back at the very beginning when we all got together to make the game. We got together in December, like the first week of December, and we said, well, we're definitely going to take Christmas break, but what can we make in 2 weeks with this crew in Unity, an engine we've never used before? And we started starting with the radio mechanic, and I quickly wrote like a mystery about an FBI agent looking for a kidnapper in the woods, and then you had like a dispatcher who was like, go to this place and look for this. Oh, I think he left. And I think that's when we sort of proved out that looking at things and pointing at them the way you would like in a shooter, but then getting options to talk about them was the thing we were gonna do.
That's kind of where the radio mechanic is so different from most conversation systems in games, right? Because most game conversation systems like, oh, you're standing next to this guy, so you can talk to him now, and you will be able to talk about things that have recently happened to you. But since it's a radio, it's like you could be anywhere, anytime, talking about whatever you're looking at. So even as we started to like do that initial prototyping, we sort of realized like, oh, that's very interesting. Also, this is really complicated and very different from how most games do dialogue.
Yeah, when you're standing in front of a character, you just sort of have the like very like binary rule of I am standing in front of a character in an adventure game, I can talk. I walk away, I can't. When you change that up and you can talk about things wherever because the proximity to that character is no longer relevant, you start to find really weird cases. Like, what do you do when you want to talk about an idea or a sound you just heard, a smell? So then we had to sort of like bring the radio mechanic into the realm of like the intangible. And I don't think that really came on until much later.
Yeah, we got like, I think during that prototype we got the very initial vestiges of it, but in that initial prototype it was so simple where it's like, oh, if you're looking at this weird stone head, you can like push the one button to play this crappy audio top of "Oh hi Mark" from Tommy Wiseau's The Room, or you can push 2 to say "Oh hi Denny" instead.
That was the darkest time of development for me.
It was the most wonderful time
because that movie gives me real physical illness. When we had mapped the radio mechanic to 2 lines from The Room, I was in a bad way about that.
I enjoyed it greatly.
I know you did. I know you did.
Yes.
Wow. I wasn't expecting them to talk about the room a little bit. Okay, let's try to finish this part 1 up, I guess. Or day 1 up. And try to finish this stream. What if I would leave the radio or leave the typewriter outside? Does it stay out there? Or would we like cutting him, like carrying it to his desk or cleaning it on his desk or whatever?
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker!
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
The place is trashed.
This is when they take your books. Maybe he took his books or something.
Okay, I put in a call.
Well, what can they do about it? Will they catch whoever did it?
This is the Forest Service, Henry. They're not exactly Hawaii Five-0. Do you have any idea who would have done this?
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. Won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to out here.
Well, I sure don't now.
You will. I promise.
As I slowly grabbed the book.
Wake
I
up.
don't hear the music playing.
Hey, wake up.
So is that a good thing? Is it gonna be behind me behind me still, or?
Awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
Oh yeah, I
That
forgot
storm
to.
knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
It looks like the radio's gone. I should put on the
know why that would be
ground, I
the
guess.
case. I mean, we've had issues with the radios going out in this area before.
There's
I
no
don't make
backup?
sure I did.
The backup is the 2-day hike out of here.
So that's a no?
It's easier for me to
Yeah.
send
Oh yeah,
lookouts
that's
out
right.
to
Because they
check the
would have
status of the
switched it
wire in
out
their
for the
areas.
next.
Yours is a good hike away. If you find any portion of it down, I can try to get a
Oh,
hold of a
you didn't
ranger
take
and
the
he'll bring
fireworks.
someone in to fix it.
It's still there.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm in
of course.
complete. Well, what's up?
So
That book is
you're
on the
gonna want to
ground
go
still.
back
I
there,
left it,
go through it,
but
and keep going straight to the north when you
the
come out.
radio doesn't stay.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
Hank, who's Hank?
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, this is still here.
Okay, alright.
I thought it disappeared or shut off. I only moved the 2 box over here. Ah, shit. That sucks. I guess I should have left it outside. Yeah, because all the books are on the ground where I left it at. What's that? 20-sided dice. Oh yeah, that makes sense now, because the kid did nothing about the old paper? Okay, so we don't worry about the old papers. Oh.
Hey, there's a map in my tower that I'm pretty sure is not USGS regulation, unless I've unknowingly been assigned to work in 2 orcs, and the lake to the east is made of acid.
That sounds erroneous.
Looks like the previous resident was into fantasy.
I never seen this last time. So this was from the kid. The kid made a whole park into a Dungeons and Wizards game, I think they said last time. That's interesting. Can't put that back. No, I can't put it back. That's kind of strange. So we know that the kid has actually died. It is a little strange how there's all this. I'm not sure these are all mystery murders, but there's a lot of pictures of guns. There's like a lot of books about guns around here. Odd choice. Too bad for the fucking radio, god damn it. Because I know it, well, I guess I know it disappears when you, leave it down there, I guess. So I guess maybe the one, yeah, because the one guy would have took the radio from this one place. I guess I can't use it to, it's blinking again, but it's only number 3, so, 7's now blinking. 3 still blinking, 14's blinking, 12 still there, now we go 10, 22, 23, 45, 21, 20, 19, 34, 24, 25, 26. Oh, that happens now. 17 is still blinking. 21. Wait, I go all the way up there? Really? Wait, I go up there and down there? Wow, this is a long one. Well, let's go downstairs, save and I guess quit for now. Not bad. I guess I guess if I can get through it much quicker, I can probably maybe get it much quicker. But well, this would be something I'd be finishing after. Oh, well, maybe yeah. Because imagine the day 19, I probably won't be able to stream on day 19. I would imagine because of the. Especially if I'm waking up. Or I imagine they'd be waking me up probably in after day morning-ish, maybe daytime-ish or afternoon-ish. To go, because we can't stay in there the whole time, because imagine they'd be like setting up all the tents and stuff, I would imagine. So if you guys enjoyed part 1 of this commentary stuff, I will maybe come back later tonight, maybe to do another one just to, get through it, more of it before it. Because I really don't know if, especially if I be waking up possibly in afternoon time on the 18th, if I'll be able to stream. Because I'm not sure what their plans are tomorrow. If they be packing up a lot more stuff. I'm not sure they even if they're gonna unplug the Wi-Fi and put that in a box, and put that away. Or what they're gonna do. So I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything like that tomorrow. But at least I was able to do it today in the afternoon. It's 5:13, so maybe like if I'll probably be wide awake at like 11ish, 12ish, so I can probably come back possibly and maybe do a part 7 of Firewatch commentary stuff. So it's interesting that they're gonna have commentary all the way through the game. So it's gonna be pretty crazy. I would wonder, and when I get to their part, and then part, there's gonna be probably a couple of there too. Probably like 1 or 2 outside, and probably 1 or 2 inside of her little base thing. Probably because hers are so much more, look like someone's been there for way longer than what Henry is and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed part 1 of the commentary mode, but this is still part 6 of Firewatch. I will catch all you guys later. I will catch you guys next time on the Xbox stream. Thank you for anyone who might watch this on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I catch all you guys later. And I catch you guys next time. Catch all you guys later.